Hello, everyone. We have Spyro the Dragon 2, Ripto's Rage by Beuchi. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. Continuing the Spyro blog. We'll be doing Spyro 2 100%. It's gonna be a match wackier run in terms of like routing. But it should also be a very comfy run. I think we met the incentive for skill points, so we'll also be doing that.
I'm just gonna check in just a moment. Beuchi, I hate to say this, but could you like type? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I found your name. I don't want to misspell it like I did last night. So there we go. I can check that incentive in just a second. But if you'd like to explain,
I think I checked last night. But so 100%. We're gonna collect every orb, every gem in the game, but also Spyro 2 and 3 reignited added them for all three games. But Spyro 2 and 3 have this thing called skill points that are just like basically random challenges that you can do in game. If you get them, you'll get a free life, and if you get them all, you get like a little cute epilogue. When you check the
you do have
the guidebook in the game.
You do have Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage 100% all add skill points as a full incentive, and it was met.
Cool.
Yes. So.
Cool. And also we have Spudly Man that's gonna help with commentary a lot.
Hello, that's me.
But yeah, I think we're ready to go. So we're just gonna start the game real quick. There's gonna be a couple of cutscenes.
Let me know when to hit the time.
Yeah, very very soon here.
Oh, okay, good.
3,
Almost.
2, 1, go. Oh.
Oops.
Good start.
So you start by bonking a couple of walls, and it's very important. She did that on purpose, and
it's all for luck.
RNG manipulation.
But yeah, right away you can tell that maybe that's not looking very normal. Spyro 2 is very broken, and it's all mostly thanks to this glitch we call double jump. If you wanna extend a little bit.
Yeah, so the double jump is really neat because you only jump one time, so it's a really good name. But to do the double jump, you are charging at a specific point in your jump, specifically while you're not holding any extra directions. So you're charging while Spyro is only moving up. So you sort of jump, and while you're holding the jump button, you press charge, and then instead of charging at a downward angle like he's supposed to, Spyro will charge at like a upward angle, and essentially double the height of your jump, which is why we call it a double jump. And yeah, obviously, if you can like double the height of your regular jump, you can get to a lot of places that you weren't supposed to, and it really kind of breaks the whole game wide open. A lot of the things that you're going to be seeing Beuchi do are things that you could absolutely do without the double jump, but the double jump just makes everything a lot easier, broadens your options, and as you will see after this level, we're going to be doing the game in a very unorthodox way, just in general. The route of this game is not going to be anything like the Spyro one you just watched, where that's mostly a pretty normal speedrun, where you just kind of go through the game in the casual route, but very fast. That's not going to happen here. But for now, we're just doing Glimmer. This is actually the only level that we're going to be 100%ing for quite a while, and it's just because you start the game in the first level, so you wouldn't want to do a backtrack to this level. But we'll just quickly get all the gems and orbs here. A bit of housekeeping. You got gems. That's all the things on the ground. When you talk about gems, They're just all the little collectibles on the ground. You've got orbs. Orbs are sort of things that you generally get from NPCs for completing challenges, like lighting all these lamps. And then this guy, he's going to give us an orb. That's an orb. And then we got talismans. There's a talisman at the end of every level in the first 2 homeworlds. The game has 3 homeworlds. Those are sort of like your hubs. You'll see the first one very soon. That's Spyro 2.
In terms of totals, there's 64 orbs, 14 talismans, and 10,000 gems.
And then some number of skill points. I actually have no idea. The skill points are like
yeah, I
proto
don't know how many either.
achievements before achievements existed. But they don't contribute to percentage at all, so they wouldn't normally be part of the run.
Oh, he's moving.
Oops.
He's gonna move again. Yep.
We have a $100 donation from Wallace Count that says, "Love when the lavender lizard skinks speedily." Interesting. Thank you so much for your $100 donation.
That's not the 5 I'm missing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was expecting the 5 to be here.
Yeah.
Also,
somewhere.
yes, chat. Every time
It's
you see an orb and we collect orb, I would like to chat say orb.
Oh, I don't know how I missed it. Also, yeah, we just passed Moneybags. He's kind of a big character in this game. You pay him money, and he will open ways to get further into levels, and he will also teach you new abilities. We are gonna collect enough gems in this hub to get 500 gems to be able to pay Moneybags to learn how to swim. And then
we're never gonna pay him again.
Yep. And then right after that, the route is gonna drastically change and gonna kind of become a boss rush in a way.
Yeah, so this game, to cut to the chase, there's a lot of benefits to getting to the very end and sort of doing some stuff in the last area and beating the last boss. And normally you would have to go through the game and beat all of the levels up until the final homeworld just to get to that point, but that's really dumb and takes a while, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to skip around. And Beuchi is going to, like she said, do a boss rush, pretty much just try to get to the end of the game and quote-unquote beat the game. You pretty much do an any % speedrun now, but just getting a few extra gems along the way for routing purposes. If you get them now, you don't have to get them later, so.
Okay, so we're gonna stay here, hit the button.
Now we're in the door.
Yep.
And now we're out of the level. And now we're in the first boss.
Entering Crush. Okay. So here's where the skill points. Yep. I hate this skill point.
Yeah, this really is sort of the final boss of the run now that she's doing.
Yeah.
All skill points. Good luck. The skill point is damageless.
Yep.
And it's tricky because the fast way to beat this boss involves a whole lot of damage abusing. And so it's both fast and extremely easy. But if you're having to avoid taking hits, you can either do it very, very slowly, or you can sort of... Okay. Fine.
We're fine. I'm getting hit. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll try a couple more times. If not, I'll probably just come back with Fireball.
Come back with
not
Fireball.
That it changes much, but
It makes it a little easier. So without doing the skill point, you would just sort of trick Crush to stand on this platform that he's standing on right now. You can sort of eat damage in such a way that he stops running back and forth. And then you just sort of camp the one platform and cheese him. And that will be more possible here in the third phase. But the fireball phase here particularly is a bit of a pain.
Yeah. Now we're entering the second phase. Oh. I was hoping he would go to the blue.
So a skill point is sort of like, it's like a hidden challenge. There's nothing really in the game that tells you what the skill points are going to be, but when you do them, the screen says skill point, and you can really think of them like achievements. Spyro 2 had achievements in 1999. You heard it here first. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, there it doesn't say skill point, but if you saw, Beuchi just got an extra life there, and that's because she got the skill point.
Yeah, you can hear a little pring.
All right, so now we're in the second homeworld. There are 3 homeworlds in the game, and we'd really like to be in the third homeworld, so we're gonna go do that.
And
with a lot of tricky jumps.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a whole lot of shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. And once again, with a little bit of gem routing just to get some stuff that would be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get on the backtrack, because obviously this is 100%, so we'll be back here. We're not skipping this forever.
Yeah, all of these we just go climb skip. The only way to get to this area of the hub is to pay money bags to learn how to climb walls. Oh.
Careful.
Now we're
so
gonna
we're
take
way up higher than we should be, like you said, without being able to climb ladders.
take a little detour here to this 1 orb and 3 chests.
Orb. All right, and this was all to set up for this tricky trick. The way to get here normally is a breakable wall, which is right where Beuchi is standing. See, you can see it now that the camera has flipped. And we need that to be intact because it's gonna help mess with our collision in just the right way. And this is tricky, so maybe I should be shutting up.
We're fine.
Like that. Woohoo!
Oh.
So you sort of get Spyro to fall into a spot where he's exactly on both halves of the wall. And then you can use that. And that only works because the breakable wall is right there, sort of exactly aligned with the polygon below you. And you do that, and then you're halfway in the wall. And then with the right movement, you can sort of force yourself onto the wrong side of the wall. And you're right next to the gulp entrance. So now we're on the second boss. Easy. And that was a really sick gulp skip, by the way. That's a hard.
Yeah, that was super smooth.
Yeah, really fast and smooth.
Okay.
Do we have a moment for a donation?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a $3 donation from James Porter that says, "Problem with the trolley, eh?" Which puts us at $200 away from our 12,500 goal, which is our third extension of our goals. We started at 5,000, went to 10,000. Now we're at 12,500. So keep up the pace, keep going in this direction. Reminder that if you donate $50 or higher, you will be entered into a raffle for the later tonight. We are raffling off a Nintendo GameCube that is very pretty. It looks like the Wind Waker related stuff. So if you are interested, please consider donating. Anyways, back to the run. Sorry about that.
Woohoo! No. Donations are awesome.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Oh, I meant more so of like randomly interrupting. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Interrupting for a good cause, okay?
True.
Nice people.
But yeah, there are 2 skill points to get here. Beuchi already got the first one, which is just like hit Ripto. It doesn't do anything for the boss, but he's sitting up there, and if you hit him, you get a skill point. And then every boss has a damageless skill point, so she's trying to do this without taking damage. Which, even though this is a much more difficult boss than Crush, it's actually quite a bit easier to do this guy damageless if you just play it safe.
Come over here. Over here.
Yeah, this is the aforementioned playing it safe. If she hit that barrel when
Nice.
she was really close to Gulp, then she could have like taken friendly fire damage from the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting him a little further away. Nice clean boss. And now we're in Winter Tundra where all the magic
I
happens.
think I finally got the way.
The magic is cutscenes. We're watching a cutscene. Okay.
Now the magic happens.
Yeah, sorry, I jumped
After
the gun.
the loading. So yeah, to enter this castle, we would have to again pay 1,000 gems, I think, to money bags to learn how to head bash. But
That's dumb. We don't need to do that.
yeah,
Or
we need to do that. And now, we're gonna get to where the magic happens, really.
yeah, so we're not going to the last boss quite yet. That is in a second. First, we're going to Dragon Shores. Every portal in the game that is like not accessible yet is actually just stored underground directly beneath where the portal is. So she's flying into Dragon Shores, which should typically be locked right now, but if you get out of bounds and go underneath the level, you can get in anyway. And Dragon Shores has a door in it that will only open when you have what, like 8,000 gems and 40 orbs or some huge amount of stuff, or 50 orbs. So we're skipping over the wall to skip that, and then we're gonna go over here, and this is the reward for 100%ing the game. Is that fireball portal. It just gives you fireball permanently. So now, for the rest of the game, we don't have access to the regular flame. We got fireball. It's very broken, and it really is kind of the
Very
bread and butter of
powerful.
this category. It's kind of what... No other category really plays like this one in all of the original Spyro trilogy, and it's because you get fireball right at the start.
Now
Which
we're
sort of
doing this again.
trivializes... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we're doing this again because we have to skip into. Oh, whoa!
Oh.
That was silly. I hit the water, and then just fell.
Yeah, so the goal here now is to get into the last boss, and this is a little more complicated than getting into Dragon Shores because the last boss, like, loading zone is a lot higher up, so we're not going to be able to just glide in, so she's trying to swim in air, which will allow us to just sort of swim around in the level wherever we want to be. But it's a little bit tricky. We're sort of trying to co-opt a little edge of this river that's sticking outside of, like, out of bounds so that you can swim down through that, and then she'll be able to swim all around the out of bounds area. But yeah, you really need a sort of a specific height.
There we go.
There it is.
3 times the charm. I had to struggle with something. So, okay, I
Oh,
did
you
get
got
that gem. Late, but
Yeah, really late.
so Fireball trivializes this boss fight. It's got 3 phases, and for 2 of them, we can just like fireball them into their face and make them so much faster and easier. Ooh, nice.
Good.
There's also some quick hits that we can get.
Yeah, this next one will be easier. She's going to shoot a fireball. Oh, tried to.
I don't think I
Didn't
got
quite
it,
work.
yeah.
The goal is that you can sort of shoot a fireball so that it's traveling during the cutscene, and by the time the cutscene between the phases ends, the fireball is like in the place where Ripto spawns for his next phase, so you can get a quick one. Get a quick hit mid cutscene, pretty much. Okay, this has been a nice quick. Quick hit.
Oh,
quick
nice.
hit. There it is. Okay. So that's the last boss.
GG.
And what this has done for us now is actually Sparks now has a really, really extended range. This isn't something that's as well known casually, I find, but once you beat Ripto, Sparks gets really, really strong. So now we get to, and the other thing that we've gotten is normally once you beat the game, there's like a cutscene where Hunter like beats up Moneybags and makes him give back all the gems to Spyro. And so any instances of Moneybags that we had to pay previously are just gone, and we've automatically gotten anything that you would have gotten by paying Moneybags. So all that like learning how to climb that we skipped and learning how to like get head bash that she skipped, we've got all that now. We can climb ladders,
Yep.
we can head bash,
We can do everything.
can do all
And
the things.
fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy. And now it's when the real 100% starts.
Yep. Now we're doing more what you'd expect. Going to levels, getting all the stuff. And while Fireball sort of trivializes a lot of the things that the game makes challenging intentionally, right? There are lots of things that you can just would normally present a problem, but you just shoot a fireball and the problem is gone. But what happens instead is the fireball has a giant skill ceiling because you can shoot stuff from so far away and hit enemies, completely across the screen. And if you've got a really, really nice aim, you can make things go much, much faster. So a lot of what sort of separates the different skill levels of players in this category is really how good are you at shooting like as many fireballs as you can and having them all hit the intended target from like as far away as possible. And it really helps you take a lot of turns really tight and do a lot of really interesting stuff. And it also just, some of the things that would be slow and annoying, like for instance these beetles that she's been killing, normally they like take 2 hits. You have to hit them once and then you have to head bash them to kill them, but you can just shoot a fireball. And so instead of just like standing on an enemy for a couple seconds, you just shoot it and it's gone. Really keeps the pace.
Wait up.
I just hit a special item of sorts. It is called the mystery jar. Every time you
There it is
hit
again.
it will, travel to a different,
There it is again.
a different place in the level, and they'll just end basically the start where you start the level. And
Yeah, they almost always, they're somewhere at the end of the level and then you sort of backtrack through the level, hitting it at various points up to the start of the level. And so levels with mystery jars, typically the route is a lot of like find a way to rush to the end and then play the level backwards, which is sort of what's happened here. But with some extra steps because she needed to get 15 enemies to be able to get this supercharge power up. And you need the supercharge power up because it's the only thing that breaks these 2 barn doors that you just went through. The pumpkins you can break with the fireball, but the barn doors you cannot. So you need the supercharge.
We have a $50 donation from Bees Louise. Good luck on the run, Beuchi. And they put their $50 reward to art supplies for St. Jude's Children's Hospital Cancer Research. Thank you so much for your donation.
kind of wanted to do all of these with supercharged, but
Yeah, that's one One thing that's
Two of
different
the
from this
jars.
game to Spyro 1 is that when you supercharge through containers with gems, you do not get the contents of the containers. There you go. 400. Each level has 400 gems. So that's kind of always the goal. And then some number of orbs. The orbs vary, but they've all got 400 gems.
Yeah. I heard that.
yeah,
I did
yeah.
not get that.
I was going to say that. I didn't hear it, but I saw the gem count. So now we're doing another cheeky little out of bounds, once again demonstrating that the next level we want to do, the level is locked. You need a certain number of orbs to unlock it. So instead, she's just going to fly into the portal that is stored underneath the portal and get into the level that way. You could just come back to the, like, we're getting 100%. So eventually you get enough orbs to open this, but this is just the most convenient time to do the level. So we do that little out of bounds.
Yeah, here in Metropolis, we are kind of cycle-based. There's a challenge at the end of the level area where I have to hit some UFOs, and they'll be active as long as I'm looking at the outside area of the level.
Yeah,
so I
there are
want
a
to be
few different
looking at it
places.
as yeah. I want to be looking at the general area as little as I can.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah,
right?
mostly what it means for this level is that there's a couple of rooms where you are like in the area where the UFOs would be loaded and they're moving on their cycle, and you just need to be like pretty precise about how you go through those levels if you don't want your cycles to be all messy.
Did you get no?
No,
Not
he was
get
busy
over.
eating a fodder, yeah. So this cycle got a little weird, but she got 2 of the UFOs, so that's
Wait.
most
where
of
are
the
you?
hard stuff is done. He's up there.
Ah,
Excellent work.
excellent work.
Excellent work.
Hi.
I knew it. Oh.
Oh!
Shit.
Okay,
It's
falling there
fine.
is like would have been very slow. So it's
Yeah. Could have been
managing
worse.
to stay up top is that's a win.
I have to like kind of.
Yeah, but now we're
Now the cycles are all messed up.
flying by the seat of your pants, just doing stuff.
Oh, I'm missing one. I hear it.
He's oh, I thought I saw him up. Yeah. And like, how do I describe where it is? I saw it there. It's up there. All right, so that's all the orbs in the level, and now it's just kind of cleaning up the gems in this open area. Metropolis is a very dense level. There's only a few rooms, and all the gems are really packed in, so it goes pretty quick.
Should be.
And then this is the little area that we skipped because we did an out of bounds to get to the out of the aux. Perfect.
We have
I agree.
a
Metropolis is very
$50 donation from the Giraffe Man that says, "Beep boop, go Beuchi, go. Beep boop."
Thank you. Beep boop. Yeah, that one character with the 2 orbs with the UFOs. She's like one of my favorites. Yeah, there she is. I even have a name emote.
Good robot.
Okay.
All right, first of 4 speedways.
Yep. And
are
another skill
fun with
point
Fireball.
here.
Oh yeah, these are sort of the freebies.
but-
of that.
Yeah, these are very much freebies because it's a time you have to like do hit all the things under a specific time. And as long as you're doing the fast route, you're basically bound to get it.
Yeah, in a speed run, you pretty much get all of these speedway skill points by default. Like, unless the speedway goes horrifically wrong, you're gonna do it fast enough.
Oh, I missed one that I wasn't expecting.
So there you go. That little life butterfly on the screen is the evidence that the skill point was achieved. We've done it.
No, we're not done with the flying level because somewhere in the level, Hunter is hiding and you have to find him. Warning, this is gonna be loud. Pew, 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 pew.
People love it.
But
don't
yeah,
worry.
Hunter... Hunter has a challenge for you, and if you do it, you get an orb.
Yep, and they're everybody's favorite part of the speedrun because 3 out of 4 of them are pretty much auto scrollers.
Yeah.
Nothing says speedrun quite like an auto scroller.
Do we have a moment for a donation?
Yeah.
Though you might kind of the volume.
Oh, right. Hold on. Give me a second. You are so right. Shut up, Spyro. You're too loud. Enough. Anyway, I lowered it. We have a $100 donation from Jamie the Bunny, which puts us at $12,500 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital Cancer Research. We also have a follow-up $5 donation from Coconut Gun. If I shoot ya, it'll be firing in spurts.
That's how it goes.
Thank you so much. We have done a wonderful job on this charity event, which means that I'm going to extend it a 4th time to 15,000. So bear with me for a
Let's go.
second.
Suffering from success.
Incredible work, all of you. Thank you again to everybody who has been donating and pushing this charity event, and to the people who have been sending it to friends and letting people know about it. All the runners, everybody who has been participating in this has been fantastic. You've been doing a great, great job.
It's been a great event. Thank you all so much. All right, Mystic Marsh. This level revolves around a specific
scavenger
quest.
hunt, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's a scavenger hunt challenge.
we're gonna
And it
start
just
it.
sort of involves running all over the level.
Us.
The professor has lost his pencil, and he's giving us an egg that we have to put in a nest, and then we'll just start a kind of a chain of bring this thing here, and you will get something else, and eventually you'll get the pencil that the professor needs.
You bring the egg to a nest, and then it gives you like a seed, and you plant the seed in a vase, and it gives you a duck, and you bring the duck to its mom, and it gives you a turnip. You put the turnip in a stew, and it gives you a gold coin, and then you make a wish in a fountain, and you get the professor's pencil. And it involves a lot of backtracking and all sorts of weirdness. So this is really, for people learning this category, this is one of the most complicated routes to learn because it's about as unintuitive as it can get. So
Why I send it
instead of
there.
trying to explain the route, just sort of like trust the process. I'd say, yeah, try shooting in the middle.
I was trying that. So yeah, the scavenger hunt is the the main one, but there's also the second one that's also kind of all over the level. There's these battery thieves.
Spark plug thieves.
Yep. Oh yeah, spark plug, not battery.
Close enough. And yeah, they put a weird wrench in the route because specifically because once you kill the last one of these thieves, which is going to happen soon-ish, we'll get there, it teleports you to the guy who wants the spark plugs. So you sort of have to also plan the route in this level around that teleport happening, kind of in the middle of the route. Oh, do you do the long shot at the duck? I'm sure you do. So we're gonna try to shoot this duck at its mom from far away, like that. That might have worked.
It doesn't seem like it did. Yeah.
Now we pray that the duck's not doing something crazy because if it landed in a really weird spot.
Right here.
Okay. Whew.
We have a $25 donation from Cody that says, "Wahoo!" And their donation was put towards 1 day of meals for a patient. Thank you so much for your donation.
Oh, we'll hear that soon.
Yep, it's coming up. Right after that teleport I talked about.
Oh, that was great. I'm not gonna get all these gems, I'm pretty sure. Oh.
Yeah, just the one.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Yeah, also this level is just sort of like a big open area. So the prospect of routing it when you're running around this giant open area with gems all over, and like weird little water tunnels and ponds and pools and 4 thieves around and like 5 different places you got to drop things off at. It's a miracle that speedrunners have managed to build this route. I didn't do it. I didn't help.
There's the pencil.
Yep, and if everything got done correctly, handing off the pencil should be pretty much the last step. We hand it off and then grab these 2 gems real quick.
My pen!
Oh, wait.
Pencil.
But there is that one.
Yeah, I missed 1 gem. It should be all that I've missed. Nice. One thing I don't know if you mentioned while you were talking about the things that beating the game gives you. So Sparks will now constantly point at gems, regardless
That's
of
true.
if you hit the buttons for him to point at gems or not.
Yeah, normally there's sort of an Easter egg gem finder ability that Sparks has, where if you hold all 4 of the shoulder buttons, Sparks will point at the nearest gem. But after you beat Ripto, he's just doing that all the time. And also, as I mentioned before, he's working overtime.
Well, it's
His range extended by like more than double. It's actually absurd.
Yeah,
how far away
it's
Sparks
crazy.
gets gems from.
And this is the only game that does it. It's not a thing in Spyro 3. Well, I don't think it's as crazy in Spyro 3.
No, there is an extended range, but it's not quite as bonkers as this one.
Yeah.
Which sounds very good on paper, and it does make it faster, but it adds its own sort of layer of difficulty, which is that the number of gems that we collect off screen, just like on blind faith that you're going to get the gem, is really high, just because of how large the range is. Like in Spyro 1, you pretty much watch every single gem get collected, because Sparks has a pretty tight little range that you're trying to like manage to work within. And on this one, it's so huge that you can, if you're like really abusing the Sparks range, get things from way off screen.
Oh,
Like
he
that.
did get that.
Yeah.
Yep. That case on point.
Yeah. So sometimes you just have to sort of operate on blind faith that Sparks is going to do the thing. And at least for me, what it means is a lot of memorizing gem counts at different parts of the levels. So instead of having to look around to see if I got the gems in like particular problem spots where you could reasonably expect to miss one of the gems, I just memorize what the gem count should be at that part of the level. Okay, now this is one of the trickier parts.
Now, this
Coming
level
up.
is pretty straightforward until now. I'm gonna try to hit this guy. I think that's okay. And try to not look at him.
Until now, the
Nope.
camera spins. Oh, it didn't quite work.
Yeah.
I was worried about that because you sort of did the turnaround just a little slow at the beginning. So I think he was on screen just a tiny bit too long. But the goal there is to sort of you kill this guy and it causes you to warp to this room normally. It sort of got broken and didn't work correctly because of the timing of starting text boxes when she talked to Agent Zero here. But if you get it just right, you can sort of initiate the teleport right after you finish talking to Agent Zero, and Agent Zero will start this little auto scroller where you have to sneak around him. Because if it goes well, it's not super clear what's happening here, but Agent Zero is walking to his secret base and you need him to like get all the way there. And if he notices you, then he'll spot you and you'll have to start it all over.
Yep.
So we'll have these little moments where, like right here, he's going to run over to a spot and then do a little 360. And you have to make sure that you've got some polygons between you and him to just stay out of
He
his line of
doesn't
sight.
care about the fireballs or the noise or anything. It's just
No.
you. If he sees purple dragon.
Well, or if you hit him with a fireball, which can happen.
Yeah, that's also true.
There you go.
Apart from
Another
not
level.
getting that was pretty smooth.
Yeah, and it was a good recovery too. It was way better than getting the teleport and then failing the challenge
Yeah,
afterwards.
failing the challenge wastes so much time. But
So that was the last level of Winter Tundra, actually. So we're pretty much we're never gonna see this place again. Say goodbye to Winter Tundra. We're done here.
I hope. I just need to get the confirmation that I've gotten everything.
Gem counts look good to me, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause you were like
good.
one behind where I normally am, and you still are.
And now
I think you get one less red gem in Autumn Plains.
we're not even going in backwards order. We're going from final hub to first hub.
Yep, and then you end in the middle.
In fact, since I've gotten all the boss skill points, we're gonna end on a very random level. Or at least it's gonna look like a very random level. Oh, Gold was getting in the way. It's normally you would have to talk to these monks to open the doors, but we can skip every single one of them.
That one's the trickiest one. The rest of the
Yeah.
skips are extremely trivial.
Just kind of stand on the eye.
Up and around. So this is another one of those levels where there's a sort of a challenge. Oh, she's trying to fireball
There we
some
go.
baskets through the wall there. There's baskets on the other side that you can collect.
Yeah, the blast radius of the fireball will actually hit stuff through the wall.
So normally getting up to that area with the professor is something you'd sort of have to hit all of the enemies in the level to get a power up, and then you do that at the end. But once you talk to the professor, he turns all these statues get possessed, and you have to go like get the spirits out of the statues. And so the goal in this level is sort of to get to that point as early as possible so that you can get all of these statues possessed ASAP, so then you can go through the rest of the level while sort of clearing them out.
I thought.
And this
Another
level
thing
has
that-
a hockey challenge, which is a little infamous coming up. Just a pain in the butt of a challenge.
It also has a skill point.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Which normally you would get in a speed. This is another one that a speedrun usually gets this skill
it's
point
kind
just
of a pretty.
by doing it the fast way. The goal is to not get
Excuse
scored
me.
on in the second hockey challenge, and that'll get us a skill point. Oop.
It's not as bad. I am very bad at getting the quickest setup here.
Yeah. You're doing like a weird double jump maneuver.
Yeah, I kind of Oh, that was almost it. This is not the challenge that will give me the skill point, though. It will be the next one. There's
There are
actually
two hockey orbs.
Like sometimes I get it once and then I get in the groove of it and then it just keeps happening, but nah. Oh well.
Yeah, I think the problem with the double jump is that you end up still sort of accounting on RNG because he doesn't always hit it back towards you.
Would you like to? The
Okay,
first
so
to score five
here's the second challenge. Now we have an opponent, and we have to score 5 goals without him scoring any. We have the advantage of Fireball that will stun him. Oh, where did it go?
Oh, it might be trying to fall out of bounds. Oh, it didn't. It's
No,
popped back
come
out.
back here. Come back here.
Oh. Okay, your goalie saved it. MVP.
Nice. For once, he's not very good at doing that.
No, he's not.
Oh, almost grabbed it.
Now,
Yeah,
this is
it's
how hockey
basically
works.
bowling.
Have you not watched hockey? There's lots of fireballs.
There's the skill point.
Hockey, the famous 2v2 fireball centric sport.
Another thing I'm awful at. Trying to get there.
And now that hockey is done, we're sort of on level cleanup in this level too, because we've gotten the talisman, gotten the hockey orbs, and now you just kind of got to run around, get the last statues, which will then teleport, and then you do the last sort of gem cleanup. There's a lot of routes in this game that are like this, where it's really hard to walk a casual observer through them because they make very little intuitive sense. It's just like, I promise this is fast, man. You go through the level like half backwards, half not. You get to the middle of it. You do the hockey. You let the statues teleport you, and now at the end, you get all the gems in the middle of the level before you leave.
Yeah, it's all really because when you finish all of these quests, you get teleported back to the NPC. So
yeah,
you
that's
get
a
the
very
orb.
common theme in the game in general. In fact, we're going to another level where there's a big teleport. Oh no!
Oh, that's fine.
You've got a
I
backup
have.
safety save.
Well, I have memory card.
Oh, okay. I wonder, does it save in Colossus? Like after Colossus? Or do you have to
hope
redo
so.
Colossus?
We'll see.
Yeah, this is unfortunately kind of a thing that happens on the PAL version sometimes, leaving Colossus. Crash game.
Yep. That's why I have the memory card. I'll probably be a Colossus failure. I like that. I think I'll be in Colossus. Oh, no. That's fine. We're kind of right next to where I have to go to, so no big deal. I just have to get this gem real quick.
Oh, that's the gem you were short. Maybe?
Oh.
When I was like doing my gem counts.
Yeah, I always count on missing it.
Hi, doggy.
So here's like probably apart from Gulp, the biggest piece of RNG in this game. It's gonna be
I would say this is the single biggest piece of RNG as far as like lots of Gulp RNG, you can sort of mitigate time loss by still playing well.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, this one you can't really do anything about it.
There's nothing to do. You just pray to the RNG gods. Hope that it works.
So yeah, this big idol is very hungry, but he's also very picky.
So picky.
And he only wants blue and yellow fish.
Hi, doggy.
Not red. He will spit out 3 fish if you get a red one in. And everything in this is RNG. What color the fish is gonna be, how often they appear, how high they jump.
This is RNG. That's RNG. We're RNG. Our life is RNG. I don't want to get too
RNG
real.
right now.
I'm feeling RNG.
That was not bad. That was could be better at the end, but it wasn't awful. I've had some.
That was really good.
horrible-
Oh, your fireball didn't hit this guy though.
Oh,
That guy's weird. He's tricky to hit because he's holding this NPC in his hand, and if your fireball hits the NPC, it just will not get detected as hitting the enemy. So I found that if you aim the shot kind of left-ish, it has way less of a chance of missing if you try to hit the left side of the guy compared to the middle or right. And the right, it's never going to work. Middle risks being too right is what I'm trying to say. All right, I mentioned before the crash happened that this is a level that has another big routed in teleport.
And it is right here. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh.
Nice.
I wanted to get a couple of jars before teleporting back, but no. This is where the PAL version becomes much weaker.
Oh yeah. Proxies are hard. This is what you call a proxy for reasons. That's what we call it. I don't know. And generally what's happening is you find some kind of piece of collision. There are quite a few of them. Most of them are like corpses of enemies, but there are other ones like the top of that chest where you can charge through it just fine, but everything else will cause it to like have collision. So you can't walk through it, but you can charge through it. You can't glide through it, but you can charge through it. And then you start charging through it, and then once you're really far inside of it, you tap the X button while you're holding the charge, which gives you 1 frame of glide. And in that 1 frame, the video game gets really mad that you are inside a thing with collision and tries to spit you out really hard. And the top of that chest, for whatever reason, they like didn't want you standing on it, so it has a weird orb of collision.
Really randomly, we're gonna take a small detour here to get on the top of this idol. That's a skill point.
That's a skill point.
Oh well. I'll just take the stairs.
Yeah, I gotta start doing like it is faster if you miss it once to just take the stairs. But I get stubborn.
Yeah.
I should.
Oh, me too. it just looks cool.
Oh, don't forget the gems.
Oh yeah,
below.
Thank you. I feel like it might just be faster to go back after these.
Nah. This stupid river. It's longer than you'd think. Either way, it's like it's not going to be super fast regardless.
Yeah. It's okay. We got
Woohoo!
we got
Level
all
done.
the gems.
And people who have ads, they had to miss the cool proxy, so it's a sort of an exclusive proxy.
And now we're gonna have Hunter teach us how to jump and glide and hover and all those things that we've done plenty of already. But we have to go through it because he's nice enough to be like, yeah, you did such a good job. I'm gonna give you an orb for it.
Wow.
Woo! That's normally like the gliding tutorial, because this is like right at the start of the game.
Yep.
I know we've been moving around all over the place. It's hard to tell where we are. We're at the very beginning of the game right now.
Now we're gonna do another swimming area here.
Yeah, this
one is a little
different.
trickier. Oh, nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Basically, when you're like charging against that ledge, that slope will push you up, but you'll still get the swimming animation.
Yeah, if you can get Spyro
just-
to finish his swimming animation when you're above the water, then you're golden. You've done the thing. There are a few ways to make that happen, but yeah, on that particular one, like Beuchi just said, it's the slope. You sort of let it push you. push you up. So you start the swimming animation correctly, but then you get sort of pushed up the ledge as you complete it, and then you finish it above the water.
Second speedway, which is really like the first in the game.
Yep, normally the first speedway. And also probably the hardest one.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do not like Ocean Speedway.
It's tough. I think it's pretty tricky casually, and it's definitely like a tricky route. Maybe speedrunning wise, I think if you're really doing the craziest routes, Icy Speedway is probably the hardest one.
Yeah.
Hard icy routes are wacky. But Ocean is scary because you're always like, you're doing all these charges right next to the water. One bad input and you're just splashed. And if you touch the water at any point, you like fail the speedway and have to start over. So
There's the skill point for doing it fast.
woo, so fast.
I guess I did say that Hunter was hiding, but I guess
Yeah, it's not always Hunter.
he's not Hunter. It's not always Hunter. There's another
the
one where
mayor's
it's
not Hunter
also
either.
not Hunter.
But then Hunter shows up to do the thing.
Yeah. And we're gonna do these a little out of order.
Yeah, the normal way this challenge goes, well, and it is how it's going, is Hunter is sort of taking a set path, though he does rubber band, so it's not like a set speed. He'll change speeds depending on how fast you go. But every time he goes through a ring, it turns green, and then shortly after the ring will start shrinking, and if the ring shrinks all the way to itty bitty and you can't go through it, then you fail the challenge. So you sort of have to keep up with Hunter. But now it's GG, because Beuchi got 2 specific rings out of order, so Hunter's doing a silly loop that we got to skip. Because fortunately, the game does let you get them out of order. You don't need to follow the route. As long as you go through all the rings, you're good.
Yep.
There's actually, I think, there's another out of order route that's even more scrambled and saves like 1 more second, but this one's like sort of the happy medium where it's faster and it's fairly simple and pretty intuitive because you're really just kind of detouring for 1 ring 2 different times.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, pretty much doing it in the correct order, minus some detours. This is one of my favorite levels.
Yeah.
This is cool. Oh, though your route here is going to be a little weird because there's a skill point here.
Yeah. We have to hit... Okay, I did get that. We have to hit all of those windmills. You'll see another one.
Yeah, there are 2 different kinds of windmills. It's not the giant ones. It's specifically these little dinky wooden windmills. Gotta hit all those.
But yeah.
Fortunately, they're mostly just kind of along the route, I guess.
Yeah. You just have to remember that you have to hit them and know where they are, basically. But they are basically all along the route.
Spyro.
SpongeBob.
The next block. Remember to press triangle when you are very close to the windmill, or you won't make it.
Or you won't make it.
We have a $10 donation
He's-
from Anonymous, so thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you.
Oh,
Close.
Thank you, Spyro.
That really does sound like SpongeBob now that I'm focusing on it.
Oh yeah, it is. It is basically the
Tom
same
Kenny.
voice.
doing the SpongeBob voice, so.
We also have a
Tom
$7
Kenny.
donation from Anonymous. Thank you.
Tom Kenny voices a lot of NPCs in this game, including Spyro.
Yeah. Yep. SpongeBob is the voice of Spyro, starting with Spyro 2. Different voice actor from Spyro 1. Whose name I can never remember.
I know his last name is Alazraki
Okay.
or something like that. I don't know his first name.
Carlos.
Carlos, thank you. Okay, so the last windmill should be here. Yep, and there's the confirmation with the little noise. Now this all is very cool, but it's got a very, very annoying mini game at the end.
Yeah,
Roll
we've actually
minigame.
done everything else in the level, and now there's this sort of little isolated orb challenge area
Yeah.
with sort of two separate goals that both need to be achieved. There's these orbs. There's, what, 8 of them? No, there's more than 8. 10 of them? 9 of them? I think there's 9. Oh, nice. Good.
Nice. That I thought I was too late. Yeah, basically wanna get all of these orbs quick enough in their places so the enemies spawn in a specific way.
Yeah, these
So I can
these
get
guys are
most of
pretty.
them.
You can like manipulate where they spawn, but it's fairly precise, and you definitely need to do. If you get a little bit behind, it gets rough. But she's got it down. It's all
That was
pretty much set from
super
here.
quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, the goal is you gotta
Spyro.
kill all 10 of those dudes and get all of the orbs in place. And those are the last 2 dudes. The orbs are all in place, so we're good. That was like
Sorry.
exactly how you want that route to go.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mess it up, so I gave you time to actually explain it.
Yeah, you were supposed to screw it up so I could describe the challenge. You're going off script.
It is a very long explanation.
You're going too fast, although
Yeah.
kind of a good idea to go fast because we're a little bit behind schedule, so it's fine.
Wee woo. It's the speed of the police. Ma'am,
Oh no!
are you aware how fast you were going? Okay, here's another one of those really dense levels. There's not a lot of rooms. The gems are really packed in, so it actually goes quite quickly.
Doing a
And
weird
it's another
route
one of the
here.
levels with a teleport. So there's an orb challenge. This one, you need to break these metal boxes. Normally you'd need to, there's a fireball power up inside of this level, and you'd need to go to the fireball power up and get to one of the metal crates, break it, rinse, repeat. But since we've just always got fireball right now, that part is easy. But you do still need to plan your route around the fact that when you break the last metal crate, you are going to teleport to right in the middle of the level, which is particularly problematic in this level because it's, like I said, it's very dense, very quick. And so you really don't have good options for like getting teleported and having that, like using it to your advantage, being able to do like one half of a room pre-teleport and then go and do the other half post-teleport. That's usually how we try to make that work, but it just doesn't work here. So instead there's a pretty cool little thing that you can do, which Beuchi will show up in what, like a minute and a half
Yeah.
after we save some turtles.
Maybe a little more.
Thank you.
120 in a 100% speedrun zone. Yeah, slow down. Okay, so this is the last metal crate, and we do not want to break it yet. Because if we broke it right now, we would teleport, and we don't want to teleport yet, because we got to do this orb challenge. But so
have
keep
to
in
prevent all
mind that
these
metal crate
turtles.
is sort of right at the bottom of the ladder that we just climbed. This will be important information.
Thank you, Omega Blaster. I'm trying not to talk too much because I want the commentators to talk more about the game because unfortunately I don't know anything about this game very well. But
Oh, you're fine.
it's been fantastic thus far watching and seeing how this is because I definitely want to try it now. It's very silly, very silly game.
Yeah, lots of chaos, especially if you've come from like a Spyro 1 background. You know, like that's just kind of a go fast game. This one is like a jump everywhere.
Well, the
do
trick
it all
that
wrong.
you guys like were flying through the sky while swimming, I was about to say, I can show you the world. except there was no magic carpet, so it didn't make much sense in my head. So I was like, all right, I'll just keep quiet. But just a reminder that we are doing a charity event for St. Jude's Children's Hospital Cancer Research. We have reached 3 of our main milestone goals, which was 5,000, 10,000, and 12,500 respectively, and we have raised it to a 4th time to 15,000. So if we can get our final one, which is 15,000, that would be incredible.
Sir.
If you do ! donate in the chat, you can see that we are going to be giving away or raffling off a Wind Waker styled GameCube and Wavebird controller to anybody who donates $50 or higher. It will be raffled off later tonight. So thank you all for donating and enjoy the rest of the run.
You've got to fireball him again.
Is that how it
The
works?
directions. Yeah.
Oh.
Once he will just go the direction he fireballed in forever.
I did not know
Yeah,
that's
no,
how it
fireballs are
works.
bad.
I see.
Do not use.
I
Okay,
knew
so now
fireball
we're
was
doing
bad.
the thing. She's gonna shoot a fireball underwater. Boom, we've teleported. You want to know why? It's because we shot that box. You want to know how we did it? It's because when you're underwater, you can shoot fireballs through walls. The end.
Yeah, when you're like right next to a wall, I guess the spawn of the fireball is like further forward. So it doesn't starts outside of the wall, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't work with the regular fireball. But the underwater fireball is actually like a totally different sort of spinny projectile. And yeah, for whatever reason, it just originates a little bit further in front of Spyro's head, or Spyro can get his head a little bit further into the wall in the swimming animation. It's one of those two things. For whatever reason, you can just get your nose right up against the wall and get a fireball through it. And that was a good little primer for we're going to do that again in a second. And this one's more significant because there's 3 buttons in this level. And she hit the first one, and now we want to hit the third one, which is at the end of the level, but it's also like through this wall. There you go. So now we're at the end of the level. But also, so you're going to notice the level behave very strangely. The reason is these 3 buttons, what they do is they slowly raise the level of the water throughout the level. But because of the way water works in Spyro 2, where it's really just like a surface, there's not like a volume of water, you've just got like a flat plane of water. So really what the buttons do is like spawn and despawn certain planes of water. And so now we've really kind of busted the game up because you're supposed to hit button 1 and then button 2 and then button 3. And we skipped button 2, which would do stuff in this room. And so what that's going to do is make this room very confused. There's a lot of planes of water that don't make sense. So we're underwater, and now we're going to go underwater. And now really quick, we better go underwater. And now we'll finally get out of the water. I hope that made sense.
Can you repeat all that just real quick, just so I can write down the notes? Because, like, is there a quiz on this later?
Underwater, out of water.
Underwater,
So you're
underwater,
under the water,
underwater.
That's under the water. That's under
Out of
the
water,
It's
underwater.
3 waters.
Overcooked,
and now out of water again.
undercooked, flipped over, turned over, boiled. Okay, got it. Okay,
And
sorry.
just right. Yeah.
Water and
Yeah.
water and water.
Water and water and
also-
water and water.
There's another skill point in this level.
yeah, there is.
You have to hit all the algae.
I forgot. Yeah, there's little seaweed guys. And they're not really in these sort of like mechanical, like metal wall looking areas, but pretty much everywhere that's got that kind of coral reef sort of look, that blue texture, there will be a couple of them floating around.
Oh, I did get that. I did not realize. Yeah, now that we're going to the top and we're on a very open area, they're just kind of all over the place now. Oh, did I hit that? Yeah, okay. And now, these might look weird, but we're actually slowly going out of bounds.
Trust the
this is-
process.
Yeah, much slower in PAL, but
It'll get there eventually, though.
yeah.
And the reason we're doing this is there's another challenge where there's a whole bunch of steps. And in this one, you're supposed to save 7 seahorses, but you finish the challenge if you just save the 7th seahorse, which is that one.
You did it.
So we did it.
You did it.
And my apologies to the other 6 seahorses who will remain unsaved.
Man. I wanna hit those two to collect the
that's-
gems later.
That's interesting. I'm pretty sure that
Should be
on
the last one. Nice.
NTSC, the background stays light through that warp, but here your background changed to the correct dark color.
On his back.
Oh, really? I never
Yeah.
noticed that.
As it appears. And remember,
Yeah, in NTSC it seems so it only happens if you fail Seahorse,
scratched up.
and then it will switch back to the dark background. So I would guess that's a PAL difference. I don't know. Maybe it's something else that you do different, but I think it's a PAL thing. That's interesting.
Well done.
So these aren't really auto scrollers because the seahorse in front of you
Now that the
does rubber band depending on how much you keep up with him. And there's a bunch of gems that we don't want to collect, so you're sort of trying to balance staying close to the seahorse, but also grabbing some gems along the way. Yeah, you can take some pretty big detours. There's one up here that's a little tricky because we're actually sort of sneaking
Yeah,
past
it looks
a ring that you
very
shouldn't
weird.
sneak past.
Do we have a moment
It's
for a
a-
donation?
Oh yeah.
We have a $300 donation from JK. They say, "You
go.
did it!" And they put that reward to groceries for the family over at St. Jude's Children's Hospital for Cancer Research. Thank you so much for that donation.
Huge.
Thank you. That should be
Gem count's
everything.
good, yeah.
We're done with Summer Forest. Now we're going to the second hub, and it's really the final stretch
Yep.
of the run.
But in a lot of ways, it's kind of the last half because this is the
Yeah.
hub with the most levels, and a lot of them are pretty long. So
this is the climb that we were skipping at the beginning of the run, but there are gems along the path. So we kind of have to do that anyways.
yeah, you still have to climb the ladder eventually.
Another skill point here. We have to hit all of these palm trees.
Yeah, they drop like a coconut, which because Beuchi's going fast, you might not actually ever see it happen. But each of the palm trees, the first time you hit them, they drop a coconut. And so you're sort of trying to drop all the coconuts.
My sister.
This is
Yeah,
another-
Speaking of long levels, this is one of them. Oops.
Just kind of went the wrong way entirely.
I imagine you're gonna say this is another level where you skip to the end.
Yep.
Weird.
Of,
there's guns in my Spyro game again. That doesn't seem about right. There's something wrong with that.
So that's Bombo. I don't know why they call him Bombo, but his name's Bombo. And we have to get the flags from him by chasing him all over the level. He has like 3 paths. Each one is longer than the previous.
Yeah, and he throws a bunch of projectiles, and they don't actually hurt you. They just auto-fail the challenge if you run into one. So this is a very like high-risk part of the run. I think that Sparks actually missed one of those gems back there. Just FYI. He got distracted by fodders. So I think there's a 5 gem up on that platform
I'll be able
from
to
the
catch
strong chest.
ball. Follow me.
Yeah, you'll see the coconuts on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because
there you
we're
go.
kind of just waiting for
Yeah.
Hunter to run from one palm tree to the next. There's another one. There's another one.
No, that's a monkey one. Yeah, this is pretty much an auto-scroller. Fortunately, this one's pretty quick, though.
Thanks. Still up.
This level is kind of divided into 3 sections, and each different for each of the challenges from Bombo, he'll start on
Yeah, like an earlier
like
section.
the
'Cause
next one. Yeah.
It's like 4 sections if you count this like inner castle, and then there's 3 outdoor sections. And it's a big loop. Ooh, that got a little spooky.
Yeah, I thought I was actually gonna fail that.
You thought you were going to fail that, but it was me. Success.
Ah, that camel.
This should be the last one. It is not the last one. There's one that I didn't hit.
I wonder where. Because you definitely got that one. And you got the first one. I feel like it's probably one in the 3rd room, maybe? I don't know. You hit that one?
I think so. No, I didn't.
There you go.
I definitely aimed to it. I might have just like failed.
Yeah, it's when you kind of get off screen. So right now, Bombo is doing his route. Beuchi's done just enough sort of moving in the correct way to force him to actually follow, which is more complicated than you'd think. He really wants you to be in front of him or he won't move, so you sort of have to trick him to thinking that you're in front of him, despite the fact that you're doing the route the wrong way on that 3rd. The other 2 Bombo challenges you just do the normal way, but
That's the gem you were talking about,
oh yeah,
right? Yeah,
there's
there it is.
5. Yeah, you Sparks hit both of those fodders, so he just got stuck.
So hungry.
I'm gonna be real. I saw the like
butterflies.
tops of the towers in that building. I was like, oh, those look like Hershey Kisses. I want chocolate now. Chocolate. Although I'm a dog, I'm not supposed to have it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No skill points in this one. No.
Nope.
No
Just a
skill
lot of
points.
life jars. Thank goodness. If there was a skill point associated with like the trolley,
Oh god.
that'd be bad news. So sorry, trolley enjoyers. This is kind of like the memed voice line. Everybody knows it. Trouble with the trolley. There will be no trolley in this speedrun.
Yep.
I regret to inform
You
you.
are
Well, reset the
You are not
run.
gonna see us do your
I need my
thing.
trolley. Sorry. I make the rules, so I'm kidding.
Cancel it.
Cancel
Wipe
it.
Strike it from
Cancel
the
it. We
record.
were striking tomorrow. Yep. Trouble with the trolley, eh?
I hate hitting these strong chest.
I find if you sort of aim at the kind of left corner of the
Oh,
floor beneath it, you can get it to break.
there we go.
There you go. Yeah, I'll show you at some point. There's a part of the like floor that you can shoot, or not the floor, but you know, the like wall. You can shoot the wall and make it explode,
Okay.
which is like a really good backup.
Yeah, so we're on the tracks of the trolley, and we can just collect these gears, and they will count for the challenge.
Yep, normally you ride the trolley around and you have to grab all of these without falling off. The one risk here is that the game gets really upset if you don't get all of these cogs. You get some of them and then you talk to the NPC, it like breaks your ability to do it without using the trolley. So you really need to be certain that you've gotten all of them.
James Porter is asking how much for us to hear the line after the run. Unfortunately, we are a little bit behind schedule, so I don't think that will be possible.
Yeah, we got to keep
Yeah.
it moving.
Yeah.
Sounds slow.
Yeah. Sounds a little not fast, not our pace, you know? Or if anybody has watched a certain movie, Not My Tempo. Not My Tempo, try again. The poor clam.
Tiny proxy. So now we kind of just got back here and we're doing the other half of the track, and now we'll end at the guy that tells you the line. It's just
But he's-
hopefully he'll
Yeah,
just
he
say,
doesn't do-
good job.
Yeah, we don't want that line. So there's the trolley, and you actually need to go pretty wide around it, or you will sort of get stuck in the cutscene that makes you walk at the trolley.
That was
Boom. Now we're in the
That
trolley
was
room.
great work. Yeah, all me. I didn't have trouble with the trolley at all.
Troubleless.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never good at this version of the jump.
Just for context, I assumed the donator JK is JK Reaper 122.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure because for people who want to get added into the raffle, if you don't enter your full username and I can't find you, I'm gonna have to re-roll it. I'm sorry. like if I can't figure
Yeah,
out who you are, yeah, like just for the record, I just wanted to
JK Reaper.
ask if that is you. So, yeah. No, it's okay. You didn't know. I just prefer a full name if you're gonna donate with a name. Yes, donations do get connected to an email, but do people actually check their emails, and or can I find their Twitch username through the email? No. No, and also you don't have to connect an email to do the donation either. It's not necessarily required. Unless you make an account through Tiltify, I think. I'm not sure.
There are another 2 skill points.
Yeah, 2 skill points here.
Level. One I could be doing right now, but I actually find it easier to just like do it after because I'm gonna come back here anyways. Oh.
Oop. That bone.
But yeah, I have to basically hit all the cacti in here.
This is a room
Here's
that's
another-
just so much nicer because you have Fireball.
Yeah.
But also, this is a level you spend a lot of time with little to no sparks because you just have to bounce around in the lava. A lot of the level is designed around giving you invincibility, which lets you walk around on top of the lava without taking damage. But you have to kill like 15 enemies, I think, to get this invincibility, which is particularly inconvenient. Yeah, it's something like that, somewhere in there. But
16.
this
yeah.
is one of those levels. It's got a mystery jar, which it's been a while since we brought them up, but the mystery jars do the thing where the first one is usually at the very end of the level, and then when you break it, it spawns in a new place, which is a little further back through the level, and you just sort of slowly backtrack through the level until you end up at the beginning. And so levels with mystery jars, you usually want to do them backwards. You want to jump to the end and break the mystery jar early so that you can kind of get it along the route. But what that means is that's like really not conducive to like going through the level the normal way and killing a bunch of enemies so you can unlock the invincibility. So instead, damage abuse all over.
Okay, we didn't do the trolley, but I figured we could get bone dancing.
Bone dance.
As a
You
little
absolutely
extra.
can skip this cutscene. But like, look at this guy go.
Yeah, why would you skip it? And then they ruined it
at
and
him.
reignited.
Hey.
Can't believe it. Hey, he's in flossing. And this should be
What
the
a
last cacti. There's the 1 life. And now from here, I want to go back to the beginning because it's where the mystery jar respawn, and we're gonna go back to this room. So we're gonna hit
Yeah, this is the other
cat
skill
that
point.
ported. Is what it's called, and hitting those 4 will give you another skill point. And with this orb challenge, yeah, save the villagers. These dinos will come out of the eggs. Just have to kill them all. They'll always have the same order, so it's pretty
Yeah, it's
set.
a set pattern.
Uh-oh.
And fireball helps a lot here.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for helping us.
All right.
So that's one of the. You've done 2 of the like shorter levels in Autumn Plains, and now we're back to. We're gonna do a few really long ones in a row, starting with the longest one.
Is it the longest?
Zephyr? Yeah. gotta be.
No, I'm doing crystal. My route is different.
Yeah. No. Never mind. No, your route's not different. I'm just dumb.
Oh.
Don't worry. I just forgot a level. This one is medium long.
Yeah, this one's kind of in there.
Yeah, this one wouldn't be long at all, but then you got George, and George is like actually takes like a minute 10 or something. It's kind of crazy how much time you spend not doing anything.
I was starting with a deceptively hard double jump to go across. That should be
But
fine.
that one's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fireballs to shoot those explodey jars. They take a while to drop their gems, so you want to just get that done early.
This is another level where I wanna kill a specific amount of enemies to open or to activate a power-up.
Yeah, I guess we
it's
never really
15.
talked about how that actually works. That's like the one thing in other Spyro games, 1 and 3, that is the other 2 of the original trilogy. Enemies have gems in them, so you need to kill all of them for 100%. But in this game, they just have spirit particles. And in every level, there's some type of power-up that you need to kill a certain number of enemies and get their spirit particles in order to activate the power-ups. And once you've like killed the requisite number, then the power-up will just be activated permanently in the level as long as you don't leave the level. But most of the time, we can ignore those. Lots of times, they're a fireball power-up, and since we've got a permanent fireball, those are just completely unnecessary. Lots of times, they're like a super fly power-up that you can use speedrun skips to avoid using. Or same with all the invincibilities. You can usually dodge some of those. But this one's got a super fly power-up that you actually... Do you need it? Maybe you do. It's fast. If you didn't have Superfly, the alternative would be awful. And
Yeah, you would have to
you-
like
this pink
Damage
poop section
abuse.
coming up is pretty undoable without it. Like, you could do it. But even if you can, I actually don't know if the game will let you get the orb if you don't have the power-up. Some of the challenges work like that, where you need the power-up.
Great. But remember,
Thanks, Zoe.
them all quickly. If any are left alive, they will continue to mourn. You have saved us.
explaining the challenge and then finish the challenge right away. Oops.
Ah!
Now we get to the George section. So the
Really
guy I
tough.
just passed. Yeah, he's lost his pet. He's right next to him, but first we
find him.
have to feed him.
Where is this cat? Has anybody seen this cat?
Now you've seen him. And this is pretty much an auto-scroller. However, there is a way to speed up the end of it. I'm gonna try to do it, but I can't promise it will work.
Yeah, it's a little unreliable. And kind of new, a relatively new discovery, so. And it really only saves like 2 seconds or something. It's not. Don't get too excited here if
Yeah,
you're
no.
expecting some crazy speedrun shenanigans. That's not. We don't want to oversell it.
So we're gonna look at this wall and just glide and... Oh, there he goes!
Oh, there he is.
goes. Nice.
Okay, that's the skip sort of is just coaxing George to walk on the goop. He's not supposed to walk on the goop, but if you do it just right, he'll do it. He'll do it anyway.
Kinda just teleports across. I think. I don't...
Yeah, you can. If you like turn around at the right time, you can watch him sort of zipping across the goop. But yeah, once he's there, he can just like slip out of bounds and just be walking around on the bottom of the level. But he can like pop back up too. He's really weird. George, he's a funny guy. Speaking of funny
George.
guys,
He's cute.
we're going to Zephyr. A level full of funny guys.
Yeah, funny guys and very annoying guys.
But look at this guy. He's right there. Look, that's a funny guy.
Yeah, that is a funny guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, if I could get a proper double jump, maybe.
Yeah, double jump would be sick.
We have a $10
There we go.
donation from Hungry for Hippo and a $6 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much.
We'll get to the
Woo.
hippo soon. Oh, that did not hit. I know I'm gonna forget about it, so I'm just gonna hate it now.
Yeah, this is the
Oh.
time.
Take
to
the
do it.
time.
By the way, how are we doing on ETA or estimate?
Do you have your splits going, Beuchi?
No,
Okay.
sadly.
We're at 138 right now. Trying to think. Zephyr. In my run, when you finish Zephyr, then there's about 20 minutes left. So
Okay.
I'd imagine for
20,
you it's closer
30
to like
minutes?
25 minutes because my PB is a bit better.
Okay, so like a little after 7. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we're just... Time is not on our side right now, unfortunately.
Yeah,
No, I'm trying not to
nothing's
rush
gone
anybody.
catastrophically.
Yeah. Thankfully, no.
So it should stay up to estimate, and there
Yeah.
aren't many things that can go like super wrong from here. So I wouldn't
Okay.
expect it to deviate too much.
Yeah, no, this has been a fantastic
Yeah, no.
run thus far. I'm really, really like again, it's mostly why I've been quiet because I just wanted to like hear the commentary and just watch it, but it's been really, really interesting.
Yeah, it's a wacky one.
Yeah.
I recommend it for all Spyro enjoyers. This is each Spyro category really does have its own flavor. So I don't want to act like this one is special because it's so unique, but it is the only one where you get Fireball right at the start and then spend like an hour and a half just rocking Fireball, and it makes it a very interesting
It is
romp.
Very unique.
These are the other funny guys, but it's
Yeah,
like the bad
they're-
funny.
They're not that great.
Yeah, there's like a
You-
pen, and we're trying to escort all these cowlicks, is what they're called. They're like half cow, half elephant. And we're trying to get them there, and they are not super cooperative. They bounce off of walls like crazy. When you shoot them with fireballs, they go really far, which is great compared to like if you had regular flame. But when they bounce off of walls and they bounce off of each other, it can get really, really hectic. It is not uncommon for one to just go in exactly the wrong direction, especially because your fireballs make like an AoE. So if you're trying to shoot one of these guys from far away and you barely miss, but you hit the wall like right behind them, then you'll cause them to like shoot towards you as opposed to away from you. Oh, you almost did a
Probably
demo
getting in the
right
way.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to add to the commentary.
Yeah. But no, they've been very cooperative so far, relatively speaking. Like, this is absolutely acceptable cowlicks. And there are 7 of them total, but they're worth 2 orbs, because there's a challenge for getting the first 5, and then another challenge for getting the last 2. A big part of that is because you can get to this level before you learn how to climb. And so there's this ladder over here, and the ladder is blocking off the last 2. So these are sort of the secret cowlicks. And now it hasn't really looked like it because this level is a little bit weirdly laid out compared to the others, but this is a mystery jar level. And Beuchi did skip kind of the first half of the level because she's going to do a big backtrack to chase the mystery jar, as explained before in Colossus. Or not Colossus, Skelos. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore me.
You're doing most of the commentary here. Don't ignore him.
You know, you're doing the gaming, man. You got the gaming to do.
I'm trying to set it up so all 7 go. Oh,
Oh, it was close.
yeah.
Yeah, because you get teleported here when the first, because like I said, there's 2 orbs. So the first 5 and then the last 2. And you're going to get teleported as soon as you get 5 into the pen. So the goal is to sort of get 5 in while you've got like the other 2 sort of en route. Like shoot 3 fireballs and get 3 Cowlicks all to fly at the pen at the same time. So you sort of get 5 and 7 at the same time, and then you don't need to do that little backtracky. It's not a huge time save though. No big deal to miss it.
Yeah, no.
Just kind of a cheeky little strat.
It's convenience.
And now this is that part. Once again, might be hard to tell because the level's a little bit wonky, but we're going backwards through the level now and running back to the beginning, chasing the mystery jar. So this is the aforementioned first half of the level that Beuchi kind of skipped. Now we're getting all the gems here.
Another thing that it might not be super apparent, but if you've played this game casually, you probably know these birds are nasty. They are very good at aiming these bombs. And I'm just glad that we kind of just avoid them almost entirely. I don't really have to deal with them very often.
So that was a pretty solid Zephyr. I'd say the start was a little shaky because it took a while to get a double jump to actually happen at the start, but after that.
Well done.
Cowlicks is like where almost all of the big time loss can happen in there. So if the level goes a little bit wonky, but the Cowlicks go really well, like you're doing good. You're feeling good about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another speedway and another skill point here. We just have to go fast. Nothing. Is there a
After
little
64
trick?
orbs, that's when you start yelling orb or stop yelling orb. We're not there yet.
So you kind of want to like try to snipe these guys, but it is very tricky.
Yeah. One thing that's nice is you can hit their, you don't need to hit them specifically. You can hit their bungee cords. So the height doesn't matter as much, but lining up the shots is still pretty tough. And you've got kind of a limited amount of time since you're always flying forward.
There's this goal point.
Yay. So fast.
Now we're gonna find a hidden NPC. There's the mayor. He has a problem with some thieves.
And as we all know,
Yes,
the only type of thief is a guy in a black suit and like little suction cups on his hands, and he's stealing a comical bag of money.
They're like the guys from Mystic Marsh, but retextured kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah,
like,
that's true.
Raccoons. And with like thief attire. Wait, Hunter.
So this one's
will
not quite an
shoot
auto
them.
scroller, but it is pretty much. Like I think Hunter does have a little tiny bit of rubber banding here, but
it's
glorified
kind of
auto
minimal,
scroller.
really.
For
Yeah.
sure. All right, now a cool little routing thing here. Alora, who is one of the characters that we barely talked to, but she's here, I promise. If you talk to her anywhere and you've got a level where you don't have a talisman, she will warp you to those levels.
Great.
So here we use her to warp here. Neat. So now we're at
And
the top
she's-
of Autumn
yeah.
Plains again.
And we didn't have to climb again.
Yep. And the top of Autumn Plains is like the end of the run. Like that's all that is left, unless like any gems have gotten missed or anything.
Oh, I
then-
actually hit it with the first one. Okay.
Oops.
I did
that
not
one's
think the first one was gonna hit.
That one's weird because he's actually exactly at the fireball's range. So the fireball explodes because it hits the max range, and then that's what hits him. So you can go a little bit wide to the left and right, and it will still hit the dude because it's not actually hitting the statue. It's exploding because it gets to the max of its range. So that's how that happens. Where you're like, I thought that was gonna miss, but it hit. It's because you can like hit way to the left of him and it will still explode and hit him. Fun fact.
We have a $5
I've seen the
donation
chat.
from.
Oh god, the alchemist. Good news. We're not that gonna really deal with them very much. This is another level where we need to be killing enemies to activate a power-up. You're fine. You okay?
Please don't die.
So here is the aforementioned alchemist.
Yeah.
We've killed almost all the guys that can stop him.
Yeah, because Fireball is very strong and we'll just kill them. But it's kind of an escort mission. The alchemist just goes in a specific route and you have to like prevent him from getting hit by the Earth Shapers. And the end goal is just Hunter is stuck in a stone and he's gotta save him. So while the alchemist is doing his route, I'm just going around in the level and doing stuff, collecting a whole lot of gems, and we're gonna end here and hopefully collect an orb while this challenge ends.
It's a little
Might
close.
be close. Nah, that's fine. I'm right next to where I need to
if
be.
you can get out of that orb cutscene in time, then you would get teleported to Hunter here, but it was just a tiny bit too slow. So the orb got collected, but the teleport didn't quite work. But fortunately, it's not a very far teleport.
Yeah.
And now we got 2 orbs for reasons. The first one is escort the alchemist to Hunter, and then the second one is kill all of the Earth Shapers with Hunter. And since we killed all the Earth Shapers already, we just kind of auto collect it. It's sort of silly. And now this is a skill
there
point.
was a skill point.
The skill point is that you're supposed to do 3. There's a big supercharge course in this level. And you're supposed to do 3 laps around the course, but you can cheese it because all the game really checks for is that in one supercharge you go through the supercharge portal 3 times. So you can just kind of do a cheeky little figure 8. Which, while it's fast and kind of cheesy, is not as easy as she made it look.
Yeah, no,
I haven't tried it. It takes
I'm
a lot of
actually
practice
surprised
to
I
get
got
it
it
right.
first try.
Yeah, that was
'Cause
awesome.
That's one that I tend to struggle with, the practice runs I've done. Also, that was apart from the first Seder, that was pretty good
Yeah,
fracture.
no, that went really well. And the missed teleport, but
Yeah.
both of those are 4-second time losses or something. It's not bad at all. But yeah, now we're really super duper on the home stretch. There are 2 more levels and then a speedway. But this level is a pretty long one. So,
Yeah.
and then we got a quick one and then a quick speedway.
To wait, because there's a couple of gems that fall off. It's kind of always said. Oh. Now here's Hunter down here. He wants to play
Hey,
a game of crystal popcorn. There's these cracks on the ground. These crystal thingies will pop up, and we have to collect more than Hunter, or faster. Collect 10 faster than Hunter does, I guess.
Yeah, it's a first to 10, and then there's a second orb that's a first to 15, and I think he's got like better AI in the second one. He's a little bit better at the game. And so the second one,
I'll give you.
when people are like playing through this game casually, does tend to be one of the trickier parts of the game, this orb. It is not uncommon to struggle with this one.
Could have.
Just sat in place, gotten the freebie. Oh,
Oh,
nice. Maybe. I actually can't. I don't have audio. I could have audio, but I don't. So I can't tell when those like ties who got it.
I could have gotten that one. I thought he was like sometimes he'll grab them just as they come out of the ground, and sometimes he will wait a little bit and grab them when they're falling down.
Yeah. I think it has to do with like when he gets to the crystal, but it can be really tough to predict, especially like when you're running around and stuff and he's spending so much time off screen. That's another challenge that does have a significant bit of RNG. Like there's not a set route or anything. Oh, does Fireball not kill those guys on PAL?
Not on PAL. It's a
crazy.
very random regional difference.
Yeah, I was wondering why you sniped that guy at the start. That makes sense. Because on NTSC, you need to kill 2 enemies in this level, which is like a silly low number. I don't think they really ever intended you to actually have to meet that quota, but there's a power-up inside the volcano and you need to kill 2 enemies to get it. Now we're going into the volcano. In the NTSC route...
Eventually, but...
Yep, we're in. It's fine. You're supposed to, like, pay for an elevator. That's silly. Just jump in. Forehead.
Ouch. I'm actually gonna hit these now.
Oh, and collect them early.
Oh, is that hidden? Nice. So I did that to
Nice.
get to the top of the volcano. That activates the cutscene and teleports me back to this guy who gives me the talisman. And you kind of see the cutscene while you're getting the orb.
Yeah, see, these don't stay broken after that, no matter what.
Nice.
Yay. Yeah, you're essentially, the goal is killing 12 party crashers, and then there's another goal for another thing that's get to the top of the volcano, and you sort of try to stack them, do them both at once. Get to the top of the volcano and kill the 12th party crasher.
Oh, did not get that.
Spyro.
There we go.
All right. Last, like, proper level.
Mm-hmm. There's the hippos. I think somebody mentioned hippos in a donation. I don't know if it was related to these, but there are hippos in this game. We are kind of following this guy that I opened the door to. His name is Shorty. He likes berries, and when he eats them, he gets big and opens the way for me. But he's also the one that gives you the talisman, so you kind of forced to do these.
Yeah, even there are ways to like skip around to the end, but you would still have to do this whole escort.
Yeah.
Do we have a moment for some donations?
Yeah.
All right, so Marcus O'Hai says doesn't say anything, but has a $5 donation. Sorry, I don't know why I read it that way. And Ari's Matic, sorry. They donate $10 and they say, glad to help those in need, always smile. And those rewards were put towards, I believe, a new toy for hospital play areas and no more chemo party.
Spyro.
Thank you guys so much for donating.
Woohoo.
Thanks for helping.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's funny you say that because we do have a Wind Waker run tonight. Thank you. But I don't think we're going to... I unfortunately don't think we're going to hear Beetle. But maybe. I don't know. It is a no manual super swim any percent run. So we might. I don't know what the route is.
Yeah, do you need the bait bag for that? I don't know. Perhaps.
We will be paying him a brief visit. Okay, a very, very brief visit.
I
have a big family of 8. This is another level with a mystery jar.
Yeah, this one's a little wacky because you do just sort of have to go through the level the normal route anyway to escort Shorty. So you can't do the Spyro 2 standard of rush to the end and then do it backwards. Instead, what we can do is shoot the mystery jar from very silly locations.
Now we're gonna try to hit the mystery jar and
Get teleported.
oh, I'm not getting the teleport.
Oh.
I've done this many times in practice. I like try to delay too long.
Thanks for bringing.
Yeah, that's tricky. But
fine.
essentially, killing all the thieves should eventually teleport you to that guy to get the final orb. And then there's also a cutscene for breaking the mystery jar. And you can stack those two events on top of each other unless they happen at like exactly the same time, and then you break the teleport. If you accidentally initiate the mystery jar first and then the teleport tries to happen while you're in that cutscene, you just cause the teleport to not activate. So there's a little bit of a risk there. It's all in the timing.
Now we should be getting to the final level.
Yeah, you want to see 89 gems here,
89,
which is
there
what
we
you
go.
got. Because now there's 11 here.
Autumn Plains complete, and this will be the end of the run. Like I said, we were ending the run in a very random level. But as soon as we get the confirmation of the 64 out of 64 orbs, that will be time. Not really much to
Unfortunately,
explain.
Yeah,
This is-
you there's like wacky routes in this level, but Beuchi does a very sort of safe.
Not. Yeah.
All of the
There's-
fast routes
yeah.
in this level are like really tough. It's a lot of, especially because of those guys you shot at the beginning, the like paraglider dudes. And then there's snowmobile guys that drive them around, and those guys are really quick and on sort of a a cycle that never stops. They're sort of always loaded in the level, so they're really tricky to manage. If you try to do fast routes, it's all about like fireballing them from across the map, and
that should be the final skill point.
Yep, and now we find Hunter. Oh, there he is.
I'll tow you behind my snow.
Now one more auto scroller, because I've probably said the word auto scroller a lot. There's a lot of those in this game. Fortunately,
Yeah.
they're all pretty quick. There's only a few that really overstay their welcome. They're kind of nice little breathers between movement heavy sections.
This is just the Mario Party 4 minigame, but instead of rings, it's coins.
Yeah.
And Hunter is not a good driver.
No, he's
He's
he
terrible.
really never is. That's like consistent. If there's like a task in this game and Hunter's got to do it, he's gonna do it bad.
I do appreciate that he's like looking back to see how you're doing every once in a while. It's kind of
He's got
cute.
cute little earmuffs. I'm all about cute little earmuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go.
And time.
2 hours, 3 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Not bad at all, considering that my
All
game
skill
crashed.
points. And the game crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that added some time. I'm glad it didn't make you redo Colossus. It saved prior to the game crash. Now you
Okay,
do
let's
the quick guidebook check. Make sure you got all the talismans.
100. Well
Oh,
done.
Yeah, look at well done. All skill
Well
points.
done. Good job.
Oh, hundo.
Woo! And
Nice.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for showcasing this.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much also for Spudley, to Spudley for pretty much
No problem.
Doing
Handling
all
the commentary. Yeah. No, you did very good on that entire thing. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It was great.
Yay.
Big shout outs to both of you for just not only doing an excellent run, but also coming into this wonderful event and contributing to it. It was fantastic to have both of you here. And to everybody who was donating during the Spyro block, it means a lot. We beat our third goal, which was 12,500, and we're going to 15,000. So we are doing fantastic.
Yes.
SPD has become kind of like a tradition at this point. So thank you again, both of you. So
Yeah,
Oh, thanks
thank you
for
so
having
much
us.
Yeah.
of course, any
It was
shout
a
outs
pleasure.
or anything else you two would like to talk about or whatever you'd like to say, go right ahead.
I'll leave it to Beuchi.
I don't really know who else to shout out outside of you two.
Yeah, shout outs to people who play Spyro too. That's really cool of you. Keep doing that. If you haven't done it, try it, man.
Well,
It's cool.
Spyro
It's a
in
great
general.
game.
Spyro 2 is Spudley's game, but
Yeah,
you know,
I got a bias. I play Spyro too.
play all of
It's really good.
Spyros.
Yeah, no, they're all good. Play Spyro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
other
play
than that,
Spyro.
donate to St. Jude and watch some speedruns. Let's go.
Yeah.
We just got another $50 anonymous donation just after that. Thank you so much.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. Alrighty, in that case, we are going to be moving to our next run, and then we will be finishing up with the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I think no manual Super Swim 80% run, plus an incentive was met to do soft lock %, which means just crash the game. Very funny. Reminder to anybody that if you are donating, if you would like to donate up to $50 or higher, you'll be entered into the raffle. Please, as a reminder, write your full username in the username tab. I can't access your emails. So if you are trying to see if I'm going to message you via email for your donation, I can't do that, unfortunately. So I do need a name. But anyways, we'll be moving on to the next run. Thank you both for joining me tonight, and we'll be right back.
Bye bye.